Okay, step one. This is my potato cakes. Hold up, let me turn this video off, y'all. That was Neil deGrasse Tyson's lying fat ass. So I've taken 7 potatoes. They're roughly the same size. Uh-oh, the one fall out. So I got 7 potatoes, washed them, rinsed, or peeled them, washed them. Alright, shouldn't be doing this right now. I just took a sleeping pill, so watch out for your boy. So now I'm gonna dice them and cut them and boil them. Alright, I already have my water boiling for the potatoes. Alright, so that's my boiling water. And I'm gonna dice them and put them in that joint. Okay, here they are diced up. Alright, you want to have them, the smaller the cube, the more quickly they're going to cook through. You know, so just this is how you want to dice them up, brothers. Get your potatoes ready. Now we're just going to go straight into the boiling water. Alright, it's at a semi-boil now. That's all good. We're about to throw these joints up in there. Alright, here we go. Okay, now I'll put them into the water. Obviously that's going to stop the boiling process. Just give them a stir. You can rinse them if you want, you feel me, to cut the starch quality, but that's not really important in this recipe. Alright, no está lo más importante para tu comida. Alright, now, so now we let those hang out and start boiling. Alright, next step. One other step I need to inform you of is you want to get you a little bit of salt. I don't have a lot, so because I'm going to need some salt to season them, so just a little bit. But you want to be liberal with your salt when you are boiling potatoes, because when that starch starts to come off, that foam that comes up, that minimizes it and prevents your foam from boiling over. You feel me? So, a little salt. Now they ready to hang out. Now, next process. Now, I have a half of a large onion that I've been cutting off of. Probably won't need all of this, but we're going to cut off onions and we're going to dice onions real fine. We're mincing, not chopping, brothers. Mincing is more microscopic. Chopping, you want a little bit larger and roughage. You feel me? Alright, so let me do that. Now, you see I've diced some of them, but I want you to try to just cut 2 thin rounds. I'm going to dice them. I probably won't need them all, but when I do that, then I just put the ones that are diced back in the bag with the onion, and then the next time I use onion, I already have some that are pre-diced. Or minced. That's the word we want, minced. So let me mince these up, and I'll show you the next step. Now, onions are all minced up, right? And I still had that one other half left, but I don't need it. These are finely minced, and you're also going to gauge it on the amount of potato that you're going to have. And so you want enough that it's going to get through the entire mixture and that onion is going to come through. You also have the option of caramelizing these lightly and then letting them cool before you add them to your mix later. Not really doing that right here. So we good. So that's my minced onions. Alright, now if we look over here, we see that our potatoes are in a boil cycle, but you see that starch is very limited. You feel me? It's very limited. We're not going to have boil overs. Alright, and my stove is a little dirty right now too. But anyhow, so while these are still hanging out and getting soft, because that's what we want them to do, we want them soft, so when we mash them, you feel me, we won't have no drama and no extra effects. So now, next thing we want to do is this. as you can see, I have my seasonings ready to go. So I have black pepper, cracked black pepper. I always like to use that. This is my magic ingredient. One of my favorite things on earth is smoked paprika. You can pick this up at Walmart. There's other ones like McCormick that make a smoked paprika, but I promise you they're not as smoky. The one that is the most potent is this one, and you can trust your brother because I scoured the planet trying to find a very good smoked paprika, and that is Great Value from Walmart. All right, very smoky, very. All right, then I have basil, just because I'm a lover of basil. You could use parsley, but I use basil because I've always loved the flavor of basil, and also it gives you those little green speckles throughout your potato cake when it's done, and it just looks more amazing. I'm also using some garlic powder, you feel me? Just kind of, liberally, again, to taste. This is a recipe you perfect for yourself of what you think tastes better for you and makes you feel like you bomb and like you just got cooking shows on the Food Network and things, you feel me? I already got 3 of them, you feel what I'm saying? So this ain't about me, you feel me? So I already got my shows, you feel me? So that's not even, you feel me? That's not even. Now, our next step. Now, you also want to make sure you have a good mixing bowl, you feel me? Again, the size is just going to depend on what you trying to do in order to grow, you feel me? So this works for me because it just makes everything easier. Don't ask me what size it is. You can just kind of eyeball it. All right. I've also am staging my all-purpose flour because I'm going to show you how you're going to need that. And I also have 1 egg ready to go. All right. But for right now, or as Quentin Tarantino was, all right. And so we're going to put this next thing in my film, all right. And so we have to get the actors to do what you want to do, otherwise they're going to be lazy. All right. Anyways, so now I'm going to put the minced onions in there. And let me let you know this too also, brothers. Now, you can be creative, you feel me, or innovative. Like, sometimes I'll drain a can of tuna that is in water. I drain it to the point where I literally take it out of my hands and be squeezing the water out of it. You feel me? And you could add tuna, you could add ground beef, ground turkey, you could add shrimp, you could add crab. I mean, you could do whatever you want to really sort of gussy it up. You feel me? I'm giving you the foundation is what we're doing in this piece. All right, now let me put the onions in there. Okay, actually we're going to scrap putting the onions in there right now because I want to wait until I get the potatoes into the bowl and have smashed them and then fold in the onions. All right, so type down below and let me know if you're with me so far. Am I doing an amazing job? You feel me? Am I a model? You feel it? I mean, whatever you need in order to review my review. All right, so we're basically hanging out now waiting for the potatoes to get soft, and I'm going to show you something else you could be doing. Now, I am not left-handed, I am right-handed, so it's difficult for me to hold this camera and try and give you the right angle. But what we want to do is I've got 1/4 cup of flour. All right, we'll do 2/4 cups of flour. That will make sense in a little while. All right. So you're gonna do that. Get your flour onto the plate. All right. A little bit more, just for a certain joie de vivre. All right, just a little more. It's not the most important thing as far as how much, because you already add or subtract. You'll see how minimal this is even needed. All right. Now, I have my cast iron skillet here, and what I'm going to do is just wipe it out a little bit, just because The last time that I fixed something, I still have a little bit of oil. I'll dip that in my dishwater. Remember, we always clean as we go. Have dishwater at the ready. Alright. Alright. In fact, I'm actually feeling like I want to just totally out rinse this. It's not the most important thing. You feel me? But I just want to give you a full and complete experience. So give me a second because I need both hands to do this. Okay. Now I've rinsed it out. And wait, let me hold this. Doesn't really have to be that dry because we're going to turn the fire on anyway, and it's going to evaporate anything that's left, so we're not tripping. Alright. Now, what I can do is turn on the fire. To the fire. You got to turn that fire up just to get the pan not only a little hot, but also to burn off any water so that when we add our oil, we don't get that popping and crisping. Alright? So you always try and keep moving as you're preparing. So now, again, over here, our potatoes are still going very nicely. Alright? In a little while, I'll scoop at least 1 or 2 out of there and put them on a saucer and smash to see if they just punk out to the fork immediately. Alright? So that's going to be our next step. Alright, hold on. Now, again, while that's heating a little bit, then I have my potato masher ready to go, and I have my slotted spoon. Alright, that's for the potatoes. So we come over here, we just give them another little, you feel me, just like a little something piece. And different potatoes act different, everybody, so you find a potato that works for you. It's hard to tell you which one to get because a lot of times they fake, you feel me. I look for potatoes that still have that, just like when it's naked and just dry and soft, can I eat it and just get that real potatoey flavor about it. That's always a good sign. Alright, so now those are going to just hang out. Alright, alright. And a lot of times, you know, again, if you, like, I've been cooking all my life, so a lot of this stuff is just eyeball, but you could pick up the potato and you could understand if it's beginning to become a little translucent. That's going to give you a clue that you're almost to the land of Oz. You feel me? There's some suspects here that look like they could be ready, but we're going to go another 5 or 10 minutes or so. I would say you want to go at least 20 minutes once it's boiling, but again, you cut them small and that time is reduced. Sometimes I leave little bigger ones because those are the ones that I want to press. If those ones are soft, then I know all the little ones are pressed too. So we just work the potato, work the middle, new position. Alright, so now that's hanging out. Alright. Okay, so now I'm scouring for a larger one. Oops, you see that one? It fell off my spoon. That's the culprit right there. That's the joker you want. So we bring that over here to our saucer. Alright, and then we take, don't force it, just press. Just gently press. And you see it has no life. It just gave in. So I know the little one's just going to give in. You shouldn't have to use any force. You feel me? No force. You should just be able to just press on it just with minimal force, and it should just give in and holler for help. Alright? So now, this will go into the bowl already. I can't put it back in the water. So this will go back in the bowl. Alright? Now, I took 2 more big culprits up out of there. Let's see. Gently. 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 You see? Just gently. You shouldn't have to force it. You should be able to just push your fork down just very lightly, and it just gives in for dear life. You feel me? So I know them jokers is ret to go. Now these will go over in the bowl that they're ultimately going to end up in, and I'll show you the next step with draining the rest of the potatoes. Now there they are in the strainer. Alright, and you just let them hang out because you want them to release some of that heat. Because and if you're using a metal or a pot type thing to mash them up in, you could go ahead and start doing that. Me, I let these cool off because I don't want it to melt my plastic bowl. Alright, meanwhile over here at the ranch, that's the pot I poured them out of. Now normally I would just go ahead and clean that now because that starch is going to be sticky in there, and that's going to be part of my work when I need to clean that pot. Alright, but that's fine. Now we transport all of our seasonings that we're going to use, including salt, over to the staging area. But yeah, and then you can see I'm low on salt. I don't got a lot left. Where I get it in there for y'all? I don't know if you can really see it. You feel me? It's not really a lot of salt going on, so I have to use that very strategically. That's fine. But yeah, so the next step now, also, wait, let me see if I can do this while holding it. Nope, I gotta stop it. I gotta put oil in the skillet. Remember that potatoes soak up everything, so you want to be strategic with your oil. I didn't have a lot left, so it's important to me that I just do that because I have olive oil as my backup anyway. You could just do that straight from the top. Sometimes I do. But yeah, and that's going to expand once I heat it. Alright, so we'll get that on just a low heat, or you can wait, but I just get it on a low heat and just sort of get that oil working. Alright, so I'm just going to turn the fire on. Yeah, we on. Alright, now that oil is heating. Now let's go to the next step. Now in the meantime, I have one of my big kitchen spoons, and it'll be a couple of these, a little hefty, not too much, of flour, and then I have my 1/4 cup thing so that when I dip them out, I can control the size and they'll all be the same size. I'll show you that when we are preparing them. Alright, so this is just to let you know stuff you could be doing while your potatoes are cooling. Again, my oil is on the lowest thing. I just want it to just kind of keep warm right now. I'm really ready for it to just start doing fireworks and stuff. You feel me? So this is what we're doing. Alright, so the next step is going to be to get those potatoes into the bowl and mash the fuck out of them. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, now we're going to take our potatoes and pour them into the bowl. Alright, they're still very warm, but you don't want it hot enough to scorch, you know, or melt the bowl. And again, you don't have to deal with this if you're dealing with like a, you know, a pot or some sort of other container that's a little bit more resilient. Alright, and then we put this over in the sink. because now there's a lot of starch on that is going to be sticking and just make it a bit more difficult to clean up. Alright, we don't waste. So we get this piece of potato and put it over in the bowl. But I just want to get a little bit of hot water working on this so it'll be easier when I go to actually clean it. It won't be all that starch sticking. So that starch will turn into super glue on your ass. Plus, I believe the Jedi knows. Now, next thing we got to do is go over here and mash our potatoes. Alright, so let me stop you and mash them. Also, when you first start mashing, you'll notice how they just like chunky. I'm gonna show you how you know you're reaching the utopia. It's a struggle, man, because I'm right-handed and it's hard to hold this camera with my left hand. I don't have any way to block it off and make it stationary. All right, but notice how they looking. All right, and then I'm gonna show you what they're gonna look like in just a second. Hold up. Now this is how I know you conquering. Watch. See how? Then you start getting with the potato snakes. You feel me? When you press, you see that? And by the way, you can actually take these and fry them. You feel me? If you know how to be real crafty about it and make real interesting, I guess you'll call them French fries. But you can see how they're coming through the masher in long snake form. That's letting you know that you're getting them really good, and those are going to be creamy as potatoes. And you know, it's okay if you have some chunks. If you end up undercooking your potatoes, you know, or you don't smash them all, you can have some like little chunks in there. So when people bite into it, they get a chunk of, you know, fresh potato. That's good. You know, no issue. Won't discriminate. But you want to get this down to the point where, and I'm holding it horizontal because I hate to watch videos that are straight up and down, so I'm trying to give you that. Blood of Jesus. Fucking not will give you the best shit. I just haven't seen it. Alright, let me clear my masher. See there? Potato snakes coming through. And I just can't get this camera to line up, man. It just ain't for me. Alright, but you can see there, especially on the masher itself. See how they look? If you don't have that, you ain't done yet. And make sure you're coming like from the side of the bowl down in, so that them sides don't betray you at the end. You're pushing them down in there as you smash in. You feel me? I'm trying to get over here. There we go. You see. Now, so hopefully I've shown you enough of that. Now I'm gonna go in with my salt, kind of liberal. All right. Go in with the salt, and as I say, my other seasonings. One more pinch of salt. When they're done, you can always salt, you know, like when they're still warm, after you just pulled them out the pan, you could just sprinkle a little bit of salt, whatever your salt needs are. Now I'm going to put all the other seasonings that I said in there now, and I'll come back. Okay, I've done the pepper. Now I want to go in with my garlic powder. Alright, I usually go once over and once back. You feel me? A little bit more. Then I come in with the basil. Remember, that's going to give us not only flavor, it's going to give us the color that makes them look attractive when they just golden brown and just sitting, you feel me, just luxuriating and stuff. Alright, that's the basil. And now, of course, the magic ingredient, the smoked paprika. Now, this is going to change the color of them. We're okay with that. Smoked paprika. I like for them to be smoky. You feel me? It's hard to keep it in frame, y'all, because I got to look at it and try to make sure you're getting the right angle. So the struggle is real. Alright. Alright. Now, I need both hands because we're gonna put one egg in there. Alright? Give me a second. Okay, let's hope this don't betray me. Hopefully it's just enough for y'all to see the mixing process. You can't really see the whole thing, I get it. But just bear with your brother. The other benefit of having the smoked paprika and that color is because as I'm doing this, I know that everything is getting mixed. Because if I see anything that's white, that means it ain't got no smoked paprika, but more likely it might not have some. It might have some other stuff that hasn't really been incorporated in that area. You feel me? We can't allow this. We don't allow it. Alright, so you got to make sure you really work these potatoes and get everything really well incorporated. Again, you can do whatever you want with flavor, you know, like on some of these, sometimes I add a can of tuna, you know, and that's delicious also. You know, if you just want something to give it a little bit more, you know, essence and stuff like that. These are very versatile. You can leave them out. They can be eaten at room temperature. You could have it with a salad. You could have it with a sandwich. You could have it by itself. You could, I mean, it's just a snack. Just, it don't matter, man. Let's see if I can try a little bit more. Oh, I think that's going to be as good as we could get it. Anyway. Now, and also, you could just go back, and I have done this, I'm just not doing it today. You could go back in with your masher. You feel me? You could do that. That's not a problem. You just go right back in with your masher and be good. You feel me? So I want to get the excess off the spoon because I'm going to rinse it because I need this now for the flour. And somehow somebody ended up on top of the phone, y'all. The blood of Jesus. Alright, my phone quit, so now I'm on the tablet, which means you're going to have an up and down video. My bad, cuz. But you could see there's one. A little on the heaping side. Again, you gauge it according to how much potato you got. But you don't want to add too much flour. Remember, this is not a flour cake. It is a potato cake. This is just a binder. It's important that the finished product tastes like potato. Somebody eat it, they go, this is potato I'm eating. You feel me? So, and I'm trying to stay out of view because I may or may not have anything on right now. I'm not committing to anything. Oh, subhanAllah, I forgot my onions, y'all. See what I'm saying? Y'all not good chefs. You feel me? Y'all supposed to told me, Jedi. You feel me? So I'm saying, you ain't do it. You feel me? You trying to get my show canceled. You feel me? So I'm saying, trying to prevent me from growing as one. You feel me? As a man and as one. Now, then that flour and those onions, we just incorporate it and fold and work. You feel me? Remember, flour, once you get it mixed in, it's going to start doing its thing. It begins to soak up what's around it. So don't ever think, ooh, I need more flour. That ain't enough. You have enough. Because it's going to become invisible and seep up. But more importantly, it's going to act as that binder that we're talking about. But maybe I can come out of now. I need to come in closer. Let's see, maybe if I tilt it up just a skosh. And you can get more of a view. So I'm really getting in there. And you see, that's why you turn it over. You saw that flour that's I'm missing on the bottom? You got to be diligent. Garbage in, garbage out. You do a good job on this, your shit will be delicious. It will stun. You feel me? And everybody will sweat you. And wonder how you did this and how are you so amazing and oh my God, you're the best thing of humanity. On the other hand, it could be a total and complete disaster. You don't want it. God save the Queen. So you get that mixed in. Take your time. Use your eyes. Get it in there. You feel me? But this is the consistency you want. Because it's just a little pasty. You feel me? You don't want it runny. You need it pasty like this. Alright? Alright. And okay, and then what's going to happen is the movie's going to come out. Alright. And Jamie Foxx is going to come in and do the movie. Alright. And that's how I make my movies. You know, you get the actors and you get them on set and you just kind of let that do what they want to do. And a lot of directors don't do that. Alright. Alright. That's Quentin Tarantino. Alright. So yes, and what am I smelling? I'm smelling those flavor notes. I smell the basil. I smell the onions. I smell that smoked paprika. You understand? Heaven is coming through. You understand? It's just coming through. Now, move my knife and my fork so there won't be danger on the set. Can't have danger. Let me see, what is your point of view? I guess I could have moved it more this way. Whatever, bitches. Alright. Alright. Now, again, I'm ready to go now. You could do whatever you want. Remember, one of the fast rules of cooking is you cannot get around the chemistry of cooking. Cooking is time and temperature. That's the two main keys. You feel me? But you also want to think about presentation and flavor. You feel me? You have to understand it's going to go through a cooking process. Is that flavor going to hold up through the cooking process, or do I need more of X, Y, or Z? Do you understand? So, now, that quarter cup that I was telling you about, this is the beast. So now, we take that, boom. Oh, we really need this. Wait now. How do I do? Oh, move the bowl. All right. All right. And then it's very pliable. Nothing on my hands. You feel me? Then I'm gonna set that on the plate, because when I get as many as I want from my first batch, then they're going to be dusted in the flour. I'll show you that. But first, we need to continue to build our balls, all right, which are going to become the cakes. And again, you can make these as big as you want, as thick as you want. You feel me? It's not a rule on that. Nobody's going to be tripping. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming to your house. Now, that's 3. And this is how you can get them roughly all the same size. Consistency, because that matters in your final presentation. You feel me? When they on a plate and you're like, ooh, they all the same size and they just look amazing. The Jedi is bomb and stuff. So dip up a little bit more. And again, you don't have to pack that 1/4 cup. I know what I'm doing, so I'm just eyeballing it. But you can get whatever you need that you feel comfortable to get consistent amounts of mixture each time, so that your balls will be whatever size you want, and they'll all be the same size. Now I'm using my large cast iron skillet, and so I know roughly how many will fit in on one batch. So we got 1, 2, 3, we got 6, let's go to 8 on this first batch. I guess you see me dip that now. Let's get this plate in here so that you can see that better. I really hope that none of me gets in frame, because I will not be able to use this video unless I'm going to put it on the porn channel, and that is not my life. Or one of these mirrors didn't betray me and get me looking like Sasquatch. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 8. All right, 80. Now we want to do this. You're just dusting them. So you're just dusting. Feel me? Now I'll turn my fire back on. Now I want it on medium high. Not too high though. Jedi, why are you doing balls if they're going to be cakes? Slow your roll. Feel me? Watch your tone. Breathe slow through your nose and back slow to the left. This all matters on how big you want them, what size pan you're using, and then that will determine how many you're going to get in the pan. Now that one's a little bigger than I think I wanted it, some type of way, but it's fine. There is no perfection except for Allah. So we good. We just want to dust, because this is essentially what's going to brown on the outside. Now, your thickness is something you're going to have to master, because you want to be sure that it's cooked through. You understand? And you don't want it to burn. You don't even want to scorch these, everybody, because potatoes carry the flavor of everything. The slightest burning and it's going to taste like that. I mean, you could peel that part off. It just kind of ruins the overall experience. You feel me? So you want to make sure you get it right. You know, and practice makes perfect. You know, I didn't just come out like, ooh, I can do this now, I'm perfect. When my mama gave birth to me. Wait, what's that? Hold on, I'm being told in my ear. I'm being told I was the Christ child and I was perfect in every single way, second only to the prophets. That's my cross to bear. What are you going to do? It's lonely at the top. The Jedi was reporting, is quoted as saying, quote, "It's lonely at the top." Stephen Carell, BBC. Now, those are dusted. Now I want to rinse my hands, because I'm going to have to be able to show you how to do this with your knuckle. you gotta be really cuidado with this part of las papas because you don't want it like French fry hot, you know. You want it, but you want it where when you put the cake in there, it's not just sitting there soaking up oil. So it's a balance. You feel me? Let's see, let me put this here. Let's see if I can take you all along with me. Hold up, y'all. Now, you want to take your cake and put it in there like this. That's not hot enough. And you see, you're getting it. Then I press it down with the back of my knuckles. And I'm pressing it now, again, out of experience. I know how thick I need to go down so it'll be the right cake. All right, we'll do another one. Another one. We'll do it here. But this is the perfect time to start because that oil is starting to get more furious and more severe. I'm trying to keep it in frame, y'all. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Goddammit, donate to the Cash App. Tell me you love me. Subscribe. You feel me? Yeah, whatever. Because this is work. But it's also an act of love because I want to show you how to do this because these are so delicious. Alright, there's another one. We're going in. Again, press with the knuckles. Just gently press with the knuckles. And you want to have the right amount of oil because you do want it to get up around the side a little bit so that you don't just have, you know, sides that just didn't really get no love. Feel me? And then trust me, it matters to the finished product. And you want to be very strategic about how you are placing these because you want to get all of your cakes in there if you can. This is why that size matters, you know. When I was telling you when I was doing the balls. When I'm doing the balls, I'm kind of gauging how big they're gonna be when I press them down like this. Alright. Alright. Now we gotta see if we can get 3 more in there. Alright. Jamie Foxx was great in the movie. Alright. Kerry Washington, as she came on the set. Wonderful actress. Alright. It's going to be close. Probably not going to get all 8 in there. Why? Because only problems know me. So that's fine. 7's a good number. Alright? Be careful with your fingers. Again, this is just out of experience. Don't be squeamish though. When you know what you're doing, you're in total command. So now we have 7 cakes going. Alright? I know that I put that one in first. That's the other thing you want to watch. One that you put in first. That's the one you want to start doctoring first. Because that's going to be information. That's going to tell you about what's going on with the rest of the crew. And by the way, also, you know, when you're done with these, another way that you can have them just by itself, you just put a little dollop of sour cream on top of it and get your grub on. It's nothing. You could have it with a salad. You could do it with a sandwich. I mean, there's no rules, man. No rules. I got no rules, I count them. Yeah, so those are looking good right now. Let me pause you and then come back. If I can pause you. Pause, nigga. Oh, let me point this out to y'all real quick. You see how easily they move. You feel me? There's no sticking going on. They do what I say. I'm the Jedi. I'm the king. I run this. So it's what I say. Now, told you that one was my first one. I'm actually trying to do this while holding y'all. You see that color? Exquisite. My people are telling me that the Food Network is on the other line. They want to give me another show. You feel me? I already got 3. You feel me? They want me to have another one. You feel me? So I know that was the first one that I put in. So now I'll start working my way to the rest of them and get them flipped over, and then I'll come back to you. Buena suerte. Okay, I got them all flipped, and you can see how these over here, these are perfection, everybody. This one is not burnt, but I'm saying that would be the furthest you want to go. Don't go no further than that. This is the example right here. These ones that's got the crown. You feel me? The first 2 and this one over here, we make up for it on that side that's cooking right now. Now, also, at this time, if you wanted to, you could dazzle a little bit more salt, you know, if you feel like you need it, whatever. I'm kind of minimalist, so we good. So we're gonna let those hang out, and then I will start plating them. Okay, now, again, so I know that my central point of heat is going to be in the middle. I want to check this one. You see that look? We done. That'll be the presentation side. Now you can drain these on like a rack or what's the name? Paper towels. I'm going to use a rack over a plate. It's going to give me a little bit more cleanup, but I don't mind. I don't mind. See that? Alright. So we see if the rest of them are consistent. And so when these cool, then you'll have just the right amount of crunch on the outside. I need to keep this damn tilted so that y'all don't get my naked ass body in this bitch. I don't know why I didn't just put on a garment. Anyway, so you see that one looks amazing. And now because I don't love what I did to that side, I'll turn that one. We'll go to this one. That one's definitely ready. That's right on the verge of But you see this side still looks amazing and glorious. Bitch, we're not fighting. Don't do it. This is Southside Chicago. I will trigger. Now, these ones, I'm not pleased with their first side. And of course, that one had to fall apart on me. Because my life would not be complete without drama. You see? So now we're past the threshold on just at least that one side. That's okay. You just don't want your whole batch to be like that. Again, another perfect one. But that one needs to go a little bit on that other side that I just flipped it onto. This one right here is ready. And by the way, while I was waiting for these, I already started getting my next batch ready. You feel me? So, not sure why that one, I must not have rolled it well. That's the only thing I could think of why that would even show out like that. You feel me? Okay. Give it a couple more minutes so it really gets the life. And again, another important point is that, remember, these are potatoes. So once they cool, they're going to be even way more firmer than, you know, like you could pick it up in your hand and eat it like a cookie. It's nothing. Okay, these are the outliers. You know what I'm saying? The rebels. That's fine. We're good with that. Get this out. Put it over in the sink. Put out these little particles because we don't want that to burn. Because remember, we're coming in with another batch. And we don't want those to have any type of burnt flavor going on. Now, we'll go ahead and release these other ones. Now, if you to cook, this is the one you eat first. Not for presentation, but just to be sure the flavor is there. You feel me? Now, we will repeat the process. I'll be back. Okay, here's the second batch. And again, they move around very easy. We'll let that one go a little bit longer on the first side, but we good. You see they're not sticking together or anything like that. Control. Understand? Oh wait, my ear, y'all. I gotta do that good thing. Yeah. So, second batch you always watch a little closer because your grease is always hotter. You feel me? That's, I don't care what you frying. You could be just doing chicken. That second batch, it'll turn on you. You see that? I don't love that one. I love it, but it's just a little bit more. And so we can always do another turn on that. But that informs me about these two. Don't turn those yet, Jedi. You feel me? So, this is what we have so far. And I can tell you they're so delicious. Like, I haven't tasted them, but I know how I do them. So, the only thing I ever even sweat is, did I use enough salt? Remember, potatoes, you could go, it don't take but just 1 grain. You could be at the perfect level of salt that you needed, and then, oh my God, you went over. You feel me? So we can't allow this. Now, my instincts tell me again, that one's light. So I could actually increase my fire. I don't really feel like I want to. The thickness is very important, everybody. I'm turning it up a little bit. Thickness is very important also, everybody, because you got to make sure that it's the same bite that you have on the first bite from the outside. Needs to be consistent throughout. It's got to be cooked through. So it doesn't even matter if, like, when you pressing them, if you go in a little deeper on the center, just a little bit, it ain't that noticeable, but it's a little dip in there. You feel me? Just to get the full effect, or as my brothers in Africa say, with the immediate effect. So you see, I will just let it cook for a little bit longer, and then I will turn it over with the immediate effect. The immediate effect. And then I have enough stuff in my bowl for maybe 2 more. 2 little nice sized ones that's going to be consistent. You feel me? That's also the option. Sometimes I do this. Like, if I wasn't doing this video for y'all, that first batch, I would have turned everything off, put the lid on that, put that in the refrigerator. Those will be fixed some other time. Be done. You feel me? You could also have eggs with this, you know, your breakfast. I mean, I could just name stuff, man. Just imagine for your own self They're very versatile. Very. So you could just do whatever. Yeah, nah. As my grandma used to say, nah. Like when you really hit it, she, yeah, nah, nah. So these are coming out amazing. And again, wait, I gotta dip my thing, y'all. You know that thing I do with my ear. Hold up. Okay, but you could see the spectacles of basil and pepper in them. You feel me? That gives it that extra little color and stuff. You could serve them on a bed of lettuce to just be fabulous and shit. You know, you could do you could have them on a plate, and then you could have like some homemade coleslaw just kind of piled up on it as like an appetizer type piece. You know, especially if you're gonna have a mixer or something like this. Just some fresh coleslaw just on top of it, so when you bite into it, you can use a fork, and you get that you get that potato cake, and you get that nice coleslaw as well. You could do that. You know, you could do anything. You know, but I love potatoes, and I love to be able to do a lot of stuff with potatoes. Now we come back over to where we began. It's where it all started from. The verdict is in. You feel me? That's not even, you feel me? So that's not even, that's perfect. It's desirable. It's only Allah is perfect. It's acceptable to my lowly human standards. This was its cousin, so I know they ready. You feel me? Presentation side up. Never show imperfection. You feel me? Don't do it if you can get around it. Haha, perfect. And that's always good too, because some people want to know, did you bake them? Did you fry them? What did you do? You know. And you can bake these. You know, if you want to do that, you could bake. You feel me? You feel like Betty Crocker in this piece. You could do your thing. It's nothing. See, that's not dark enough. But you could perceive the firmness of these already, just as you see me handling them. You know, they're not withering violets. They hold up. They stand up to, you know, being handled and so forth. And you got kids, man, you could, I'm saying, you just put these out. You feel me? Sprinkle them with some cilantro, or you could have just some green onions. You just, for like a look, you could do like a dip of some kind. And if you got kids, they could just be out and they can eat them whatever they want. You don't got to cook. They don't got to turn on the microwave. Ain't nothing to be done but eat it. That's all you need. You feel me? And dress it up however you feel like you need to dress it up. That's it. They're ready. You know? Okay, I'm convinced this one is ready. Yeah, beautiful. And like I said, that browning, it's okay to get a little bit of the browning, because y'all know that when potatoes are brown, that real potato taste come out, like that extra little type, I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So remember, I used potatoes, mashed them, I put an egg. Now sometimes you can do sour cream and butter like you would do normal mashed potatoes, but you're going to be dealing with a different texture of your potato, so your control level is not going to be as high. And it's doable. I have done it and I do it, but you're going to have to work with it. So I would just strike that. This works better for me after I mash the potatoes, and I season them. And as in this case, you saw I used my basil, my salt and my pepper, my garlic powder, and onions. diced onions, and of course smoked paprika and salt. But you could do a whole flavor a note, whatever your note you want it to be. Let's say you was doing an Italian dish and you needed to just have you just wanted this to flow in with the Italian piece. You're doing seafood. Okay, boom, throw some shrimp and crab up in there. You feel me? Whatever you got to do, the potato cake is your best friend. Oh, that's another good one. Allahu Akbar. You put that on there, you feel me? Let that marinate. Now we just wait on these Lay's too to do their magic, and then we'll be done. The only real hard work in this is standing here waiting for these to brown and also peeling the potatoes. You feel me? Other than that, it's not really a strenuous type job. Also, like I have the air running right now because I don't want no heat in the house. But this also cuts down on, like, you got to heat up the whole damn house. You know, they already ready. You don't got to do all of that. You just coming in from work. You don't know what you're going to fix yet, but you got a whole plate of potato cakes that you fixed the day before or something. You feel me? That just came in under specs. Although the very side of this would be an objection. This is not so bad. It's okay. You feel me? And then of course we'll put the presentation side face up, and that's gonna become firm. We turn off our fire on our skillet. Put that pot in the sink. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Potato Cake Extraordinaire by His Excellency, the Jedi. So, So hopefully you will try this recipe and you will get creative or imaginative. Strike that, creative. You will become imaginative. Use your own instincts. Wait, I gotta dip my ear again, y'all. Hold up. I don't know what's going on. But these are done now. So we just transfer them over to the other counter. You feel me? There they will stay until cold fall. You feel me? And then I just need to put my stuff away. I need to put my seasonings and all of that. But that, my dear beloved African melanated delicious people, that is my potato cakes. At least one of my expressions of my potato cakes. The aroma is amazing. As I say, you can do whatever you want. In fact, that last batch, because I was out of that vegetable oil, which I'm glad, because I'm not buying vegetable oil anymore. So that last batch, I finished them off with olive oil. You see, you could do peppers. You could do, I mean, just feel like what you like. But here's the main thing I will tell you. If you take nothing else away, like I say, be free to do what you want to do. But here's the cardinal rule. Do not stifle the flavor of the potato. At the end of the day, this is a potato cake. So potato should come through. You should be able to walk up to anybody on the street and just handle one. They go, ooh, that's a potato. You feel me? And then you add whatever you want, but don't lose the essence of the potato. I'm tired as hell now, y'all. I barely made it through it because this sleeping pill wanted to pull me down. But Allahu Akbar, I made it. Hopefully you will definitely give this video a thumbs up, just out of your love and respect for my hustle. And I love you guys all very much. And inshallah, I will see you soon. This is the Jedi.